Abby here at Purple Cottage Crafts, and I am going to start sharing some of the different vintage and industrial pieces that I've been collecting for my new craft rooms. We're getting close to putting the final touches on both floors of my craft room, and I'm getting to the point where I want to start prepping these different things that I've purchased so I can start unboxing and unpacking my different, crafty supplies and whatnot into the different drawers like you see here. And I got a shelf right there that's on its back. It's turned backwards. I'm not going to be able to flip it around. I thought I could. Yeah, no, that's not happening. And Steve is busy doing something, so I don't want to interrupt him. But I do have pictures, which I will either throw up now or at the beginning of the video of the shelf. Some really good pictures. When I'm done showing these to you, I'll take the camera over and film on the front side. Please ignore the peripheral things. This was given to us by one of my sister-in-laws. We're going to refinish those, just have some extra chairs. Just a little quick peek here at 2 of the probably 10 boxes like that size of some de-stash stuff that I'm going through. I need to spend a couple days just kind of filming back to back to back to back. So anyway, ignore the peripheral things. I'm sorry. This is in the garage, not in the RV bay, so hopefully it's not as echoey for you guys. So these are some recent finds that I found via Facebook Marketplace. I have a couple other ones that are outside currently until we have the opportunity to, well, by we, I mean my husband, to kind of, take some things apart and all. That'll make more sense when I walk outside. I'll show you that here in just a little bit. It's not as cold today. It's a little bit of sunny, so I'm okay to be able to kind of spend a few minutes outside without hurting too bad. Okay, Abby, get to it. So these, as I mentioned, these are from the Facebook Marketplace, and I got these for a super screaming deal. And the shelf that's right behind it, when I had messaged her and asked her if she would take, because I only saw the top one first, and then I realized, when I did another search, I realized she had the bottom one too, and it was for the same person. So I messaged her and asked her if she would take, a certain amount for both, and she said yes. And when I was telling her what I was going to use them for, it's kind of fun when you find people who sell things like this, and you obviously they have an interest in it, or they just buy it to resell it or whatever. She actually used these, I believe, in her home, and she was like, oh, what are you gonna use them for? And so I got the opportunity to just kind of start chatting up with her and letting her know what I was going to use them for. And so she sent me a picture of that shelf, and she was getting ready to take it to a local kind of like like those little vintage rustic farmhouse type of buildings with like different vendors inside. And so she said she was taking that the next day and asked if I wanted it. And I was like, yes, please. So I got that for a great price as well. So these are industrial drawers. The bottom one, oh my goodness, that scared me. You hear that door, hear that squeak? Oh my gosh, that just scared me to death. That, I'll show you, that goes out into the front of the RV bay and like the enclosed part of our driveway. It's windy, and I was like, what is that? Who's out there? It's daylight. What is wrong with you, Abby? Steve is here. Chill out. Okay, focus. So anyway, so these are just beautiful. I love them. I will not be painting these in any way, shape, or form. I typically don't paint when I find vintage things like this, because I love oops, sorry. I have you on a couple tables out here that we thrifted recently. Anyway, I'm a little tripod. So I like the way that these look in the original state. Now that is no shade against anybody who does paint these. When you find things like this, do with them what you want. They're yours. Great. But for me, I don't want to paint them because I just like the way that they look currently. So on the top there, I'm going to zoom in here so you can see. Those are the little drawer. Where's my finger, Abby? There we go. Those are the little dividers that go into these drawers. I think it's the top ones they go into. And then the bottom ones, I believe the drawers are inside there already, the little dividers if they have any. So okay, sorry about that. I don't want to make anybody sick or anything from too much movement. So I kind of zoomed in on a couple of the drawers, and the labels that are on there, I believe that I didn't ask her if she put those on there or if they were on there when she purchased this herself. I guess it doesn't really matter, but they're kind of cool. But I will be replacing those or taking those off, I think. I don't know. I don't know, I kind of like it, but they're not old though, so I probably will take them off. And I will, yeah, I will. And that way I can put my own labels on there. So, but if they were like original or like, you know, all torn and stained and tattered and distressed and stuff, then I would leave them because I love that look. That's one of my many things that I love about items like this. I'm going to zoom out. So I'm going to walk over there and open up some of the drawers so you can kind of see. And fair warning, I'm in my, like, you know, loungy pajama pants type thing because, you know, we're not going anywhere today, and I'm just kind of chilling out. I'm actually working on some slow stitching projects and watching some craft videos, and I looked outside and I was like, oh, I wanted to film this when it wasn't so cold and stuff. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of walk over there so I can open up some of the drawers here and show you. I'm going to try to zoom in as much as I can so you don't see me. But yeah, so let me zoom in just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and come over here and start. I'm actually going to flip this over so I can see, make sure I'm staying in frame. Let me flip my little viewfinder over here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, here I am. And just shocker, my pajama pants are purple. Got these at Kohl's a couple weeks ago in Washington. I love them. Okay, so here, yeah, you can see the top one. I'll go down here so you can see. So these are really cool. They're rusty, and I just love the whole vibe. The only thing I'm going to be doing to prepare these, I'm not sure if I said this earlier. If I did, I apologize, is I'm just going to be kind of wiping these down with a damp cloth and drying them. And then on the drawers that, like, looking inside here, sorry if that's squeaky, I don't see like any visible rust like I see on the outside and on the top. So what I do with items, what I've done in the past for other vintage things I've hauled to store, you know, laces and fabrics and papers and all kinds of bits and bobs that we store in our crafting spaces. I always just take, I don't have it here, that out in the RV bay. It's, I forget what you call it. It's the clear, like, enamel. It's, I forgot what it's called, but I'll put it across the screen when I go to edit this. And I sprayed that on the inside of my other metal drawers that I've had, and that prevents any of the rust chipping off any further or getting, you know, rust or, you know, dirt and things like that onto my items that I don't want to get dirty, if that makes any sense. But I don't think I need to do that for the inside of this because this doesn't look like it's rusty or anything. Now, I, of course, will check all of the drawers, and then I'll wipe out all of them and, you know, kind of just get everything prepped and ready for when I can use it in my craft room. So if all of the drawers in this unit look like the one I just pulled out, then I won't need to do anything with it. I'll probably just spray the front and the top with the clear coat, maybe just to kind of, I don't know, because I don't want to gloss. I think I found a matte one. This is what happens when Abby talks out loud instead of like letting things think, like kind of mole in my head a little bit. So sorry about that. But some of my other pieces I have, you know, like shellacked, whatever the phrase is for it, to prevent any further, like, you know, chipping or the outside bits falling off, because I like how that looks. So I think out of the two of these, this one's, I love them both so much I can't even tell you. Like, I really want to like get down here on the ground and like hug them, but I won't. I love this because this is so unique in color, and with the different widths of the drawers, I don't have anything like that. Where currently anyway to this, where, oh my gosh, I didn't even open up the big ones. There are dividers in here too. Oh my gosh. And see, there are labels and stickers in here. Those I'm gonna leave because, you know, I like how it looks, and I'll know I'll know what's in here because I'll have my own label there, which I'll probably do like on coffee paper or something, so it's not like a bright stark white or anything like that. So this is so cool, you guys. I am so excited. So anyway, so I have this kind of mixed drawer size, you know, in this unit. And then we have this one here. Okay, so pulling out this one, I did pull out a few of them to get some pictures, of course, but I didn't like open every single one yet. This is my first time to do that. So I see, what does this say? This is the orange sticker. It looks like, obviously usually like in a shop or something. It says like, you know, hacksaws and bolt sizes and stuff like that. So I don't know if you guys can see how easily this pops out. Okay. So like on this one here, you see the rust in there in the front. I will, you know, do the same treatment that I normally do, just like with a damp cloth, wipe it off, and then I'll put some of that spray in here so I can prevent whatever I stick in this drawer from getting that on it. So, and I know some people like will put down like whether it be just like, you know, regular like copy paper, pattern paper, tissue paper, contact paper, stuff like that. I personally like to see this when I open it up. I get like pleasure from, oh, that doesn't sound weird. I love seeing the vintage this. I love it. And so I don't really want to cover any of this up if I don't have to. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so there's that one. And so yeah, see, it looks like these are the same size on both sides. So I just think this is so cool. I mean, I love the green color, the dark green. I don't hate that. And I don't mind the green of this one. And then this I think looks really cool too. Now I do have another, it's a auto parts bin storage unit that I picked up in DeLand when we still lived in Florida from an antique shop. And that is like a really, looks like a milk chocolate brown with like yellow stickers. I don't care for those colors to be in my craft room. So I'm probably going to, you know, paint that at some point so it doesn't look, I don't know. I just don't like the shade of the brown it is, that's all. But everything else I try to keep it like it is because I love how this looks. So I'm just really excited about this. Let's see. Checking to see if there's anything. Yeah, so these divider tabs are for this set of drawers here. And I'm just so excited. I love this so much. I just like this permagran on my face. I'm such a geek for stuff like this. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm a geek about, but you know, next to purple, because that's like my biggest obsession in classic movies. But I love things with drawers, even open bin shelving and stuff like that. Card catalogs. I just love it all. I just love it all. So it's just, I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up my little tripod here. I'll try to be as steady as I possibly can. And I'll walk over so I can show you the front of this unit right there. And then we'll head outside. I had something else in here. Oh, let me show you my barn wood too. Let me show you that real quick before I forget. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here. Let me actually stop it and I'll start it again because I don't. Okay, so here is my beautiful barn wood. Some of this, it's some of the wood. Some of it's out in the RV bay as well. But this was also another Facebook Marketplace find. And this lady is about maybe 35, 40 minutes away, not too far from where we live. And her place is amazing. Next time we go out there, because there's some things Steve wants to purchase for the RV bay, I will take a quick video or whatever. And she knows about it because she knows my YouTube information, all that kind of stuff. Because again, we were chatting about it. That's another fun thing is when you find things, whether it be on Marketplace or, you know, Craigslist or yard sales or whatever, estate sales, I find the people that see the reaction like, oh my gosh, I love this, or I want this. If they are also a collector or lover of this kind of thing, of the vintage industrial, my experience has been a lot of people like engage in a conversation with me like, oh, what are you going to do with it? Or how are you going to use it? And they're like, oh, I'm so happy it's going to be going to, you know, somebody else's home that will love it. And I get that with laces and all kinds of stuff. And I think it's awesome because it's fun to kind of swap stories, I guess, so to speak, or ideas on how you're going to use something. Anyway, let me know in the comments below if that's something you've come across when you're out, you know, junking, picking, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so back to the wood, Abby. So when we went there for the wood, and this lady has just so much industrial salvage stuff. It's just amazing. And so I was kind of talking to her about, you know, she was talking me up. What are you going to do with it? Part of this is going to go in our house, and I don't want to show you that until we get that project done. But we have an arch in our living room, family room, that we're going to fill in. Again, Steve, with some reclaimed barn wood. It's going to look really, really cool, you guys. I'm excited about that. So I'm going to be doing some kind of house project DIY type stuff for my channel too. There's going to be a lot of things that Steve's going to be, you know, putting together himself, and things I'm going to be making for, like, you know, wall decor and stuff like that. So I hope you're will enjoy watching those videos when they come. So this wood here specifically, switching to my other hand here, this size wood, and the ones that like for here, and there's a couple more that have the white paint on it. This is what Steve is going to make my main crafting table from. And he's got, you know, this really cool thing he's going to put on top where I can still see the wood, of course, because that's the point of it for me, is like being able to see it, but it's going to give me a flat surface. So I will try to talk him into letting me film him without showing his face or anything. working on this, and I'm sure he'll be fine because he knows I like document everything. So anyway, so there's that, and then some of this darker wood is for the house stuff, and some of this is going to be for some other areas in my craft room, and I don't want to tell you that yet until we get to that part of the project. But I did want to show you my recent acquisition of some reclaimed barn wood to add to the collection we have out in the RV bay. So I'm going to turn the camera off again, and then I will flip around and show you that shelf, and then we're going to head outside, and I'll show you the other goodies I found once we found the barn wood. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so this is about the best view I can get because this thing is like really heavy, and if Steve even knows that I pulled it out that much, I'm going to be in trouble. So I'm not supposed to lift or move more than 10 pounds since my brain surgery and stuff. So that's why I'm not like a, weak person or whatever. Anyway, back to the shelf, Abby. So this is so cool. And I definitely will throw up some pictures, either probably when I'm talking about it, and then you're probably going to see the pictures a couple times because I want to make sure that I'm including, some good images here. Let me move this box up out of the way. Let me try to get a little bit closer. I cracked the side door open. Hopefully there's a little bit more light in here. But you can kind of see, let me zoom out here a little bit. Oops, wrong way, Abby. There we go. Sorry guys, this is so not a good way to show this to you, but it's the best I can do until we have it in my craft room. So this definitely needs a good wipe down. And again, I will put like the clear spray over it, the matte, so it's not glossy, and to kind of protect it and the rust and everything on there so it doesn't get onto whatever treasures I decide to store in here. I have some ideas of what I want to do, but I think a lot of things are, it's really going to be organic as far as how I what I store in my different display pieces like this, because once I get everything unpacked, because this is like a permanent house, it's like a permanent craft room for me. It's not temporary because we bought this house. We didn't lease like we have been for almost 10 years. We've been married anyway, just due to Steve's job, because we transfer and that kind of stuff. So so I'm going to be unpacking things different and organizing differently. I don't need all the temporary storage totes and stuff like I have had, which have worked perfect for me. And I'm going to be passing those on to other crafters. I'm just going to give them to people local. I'm not going to try to sell off stuff like that, so I can kind of pass that kind of to other crafters, or maybe even like I've mentioned in other videos, we have a school teacher across the street who took some of my other empty larger totes and stuff. So anyway, so there's this one. I'm so excited about it. I love it, and I'm so happy that I chatted her up a little bit, or we chatted each other up actually, because I would have missed out on this beauty. I love it so much. So this is gonna be a lot of fun to store and use in my craft room. So here are the sides and then the tops or top of this one anyway, since I got a little bit more light in here, and then the side there. And let me kind of bend down and do a little bit closer. Ooh, let's see here. There we go. So I kind of give you a little bit closer look of the sets here. I just love that green in the metal. I don't know what it is. I just that right there. That one I'm definitely going to leave on there because I can tell that's old, because it's the way it looks. Probably, maybe even these two. I don't know. I'm just not going to keep comment on that because I'll just wait until I actually start working on this and getting it ready to hold some of my crafty goodies. So there they are. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera again. And oh, I forgot about this. I got this at the place we got the barnwood. She just gave that to me. It was full of a bunch of old bottles. And it's just a really old, dirty drawer. So, of course, I need to, or box or whatever, I need to clean that out, of course, too. So, that is going to happen eventually. And then I got a few other things up here. So, these are not new, old, like vintage. These two are actually from our wedding. I had some decor stuff in it. This I got at a yard sale for $1. No, I bought that at a store in Corvallis for $10. It got broke on the way to Florida and on the way back, so Steve's gonna fix it. I gotta paint it because I don't want it black. And I got a vintage lampshade, an old Coca-Cola crate, and then we have some old. I have more than this. This is some recent stuff. These are some windows that are gonna be used in the main part of our house. I'm gonna be using my Silhouette Cameo to do some different vinyl things on there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Excited about that. This is something from that I got from my grandma. I actually had two, and I gave one to my oldest sister because I felt, you know, she's the oldest sister and she should have, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so I gave one to her. This is going to be, I use this on my porch for Thanksgiving and fall decor. I'm not sure if I'll use it for a porch again or if I'll put it in my craft room. I don't know. I will see. And then this we found too. We're going to put this in the backyard. So we did not do that. That is from the prior homeowner. So, but I'll probably DIY that too. Okay, I'm done showing you stuff that you probably don't care about. So I'm going to go ahead and pause, and then I will take you outside and we'll take a look at some of my other goodies I have. So I'll see you in just a minute. Hopefully it's not too bright and too, you can't see anything. I should have brought my sunglasses out. I can hardly see. But anyway, so these are some vintage grain feed, like the bins. I can't think of the word. It just slipped my mind. But anyway, she has the feeders, and they were like on they're on the belt, and they were on the grain feeder. And she has these in 4 or 5 different sizes. So she has this is the second to largest size she has, and this is the second to smallest size, if I remember correctly. So they are already all rusty like this. You know, she just had them stored outside. So Steve's going to be popping these off of the belt for me because I don't want that. And I'm going to be, you know, cleaning these off and spraying them like I mentioned earlier. And then some will be probably mounted on the wall, maybe onto some barn wood on the wall. I plan on using some of these probably in the house too for home decor. You know, like I think this would be really, really cool to have like some, you know, flowers hanging out of it, or whether they be real or fake or whatever. So artificial, I mean. So I'm really excited about that. So these are really cool. And some of these, yeah, it's been raining, so you can see. Some of these I might paint some of these too, because I don't really want them that rusty, if that makes any sense. It's a little bit too much rust, if there's such a thing. Like I don't mind like on these sides. But anyway, like I said, we'll just see how they turn up after I get done with them. But these are really cool for some storage, I think. I'm trying to show you one. Here we go, Abby. You can kind of see inside there. So these would be great for some storage for sure. And like I said, home decor. So I have a lot, and then like I said, we are going to go back out there because there's some other industrial stuff that Steve wants to use for the RV bay. And this wood here, I've talked about this before. This is some reclaimed barn wood from one of my brother-in-law's house. They tore down a couple of their barns. This was a smaller white shed, and Steve's going to be using some of this for some craft room stuff for me too. So really excited about it. Okay, I'm trying to think if that was everything we got there that day. Was just the wood and then those drawers. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out inside the RV. You know, when you come back in from the outside when it's been sunny and everything's like dark, that's what's happening right now. So I'm not 100% sure I'm even focused on the drawers or not. Anyway, so I just kind of wanted to wrap up the video in here. I hope that you are enjoying all the different sneak peeks and a little more in sneak peeks. I mean, I'm full on showing you guys stuff now. But I hope you're enjoying all these little peeks into the different elements for my crafting rooms and the paint colors and all the different elements that are kind of coming together. It's been a lot of fun for me. It's been a long time coming, you know, 25 plus years to actually have like a legitimate my own crafting space, dedicated space where I'm not taking up a bedroom or the kitchen table or working on TV trays, that kind of thing. So I'm very grateful, and I know I'm very, very blessed to have this, and I'm just excited to share all this with you because, you know, it's part of Abby and it's a main part of my channel because I'm a crafty channel and this is all crafty stuff. And I also enjoy watching craft room organizations and craft room videos and tours and all that kind of fun stuff. And I just kind of want to share my part of this, you know, new home and new venture in our lives. I have prior crafting tours, which I will try to remember to link below. But this has been a lot of fun, and I'm excited to share it with all of you. So I also do post different photos and quick video clips on my Instagram. So if you're not following me there, I would love it if you did, if you like what I share over there. It's just Purple Cottage Crafts, and because you'll see a lot of like I said, you know, little video clips and photos that I don't necessarily upload to my YouTube channel. So you're probably going to see more. That's probably where the most current info on me and what I'm working on is going to be there, because it's real quick for me just to post a quick video or a picture. So, all right, I'm going to go and wrap this up. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you have any questions or anything, just go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and then I'm going to go back into the house, finish up my soul stitching design team project for the Crafty Me shop. I'm so excited about it. And if you are following me on Instagram, I did show a little sneaky peek of the project that I'm working on. I have a picture of a gorgeous teacup and saucer from my sweet friend Amy Love, and I was drinking some new to me tea, and then I had my soul stitching project for the Crafty Me shop kind of in the background. So if you want to take a peek at that before I get that video up, because this will go up today, or maybe later this evening, so I already put a video up today, maybe even tomorrow, but this will definitely go up before that project video does, so you can kind of take a peek at that if you're interested. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and for real wrap it up. So I will see you all next time. So happy scrapping, happy planning, happy crafting, and happy vintage shopping, and I will see you all next time. Bye.